Good afternoon, dear students. Today's class we are going to discuss about a new chapter from History Division, Towns, Traders, and Craftspersons. Towns, Traders, and Craftspersons. See, just you can imagine what would a traveler visiting a medieval town expect to find. Are you getting, dear students, what I am going to ask? What would a traveler visiting a medieval town expect to find? If any traveler would visit a medieval town, what would expect to find? See, this would depend on what kind of a town it was. What kind of a town it was visited in the medieval period. Maybe a temple town, an administrative center, a commercial town, a port town. See, to name just some possibilities like this. So, understood. So, if a traveler would visiting a medieval town means maybe a town it was a temple town, a temple town, or it may be an administrative center, an administrative center, and sorry, a commercial town, or it may be a port town, or it may be a port town. See, in fact, many towns combined several functions. In fact, many towns combined several functions. They were administrative centers or temple towns and as well as centers of commercial activities and craft production. Got it, dear students? So, in fact, many towns combined several functions. They were administrative centers, temple towns, and as well as centers of commercial activities and craft production. Now, let us discuss about administrative centers. Let us discuss about administrative centers. Administrative centers. See, already we studied in the second chapter the Chola dynasty. Now let's see that in our imagination to Tanjavur. So Tanjavur, it was the capital of the Cholas as it was 1,000 years ago. So thousands and thousands of years ago, Tanjavur, which was in present Tamil Nadu state, it was the capital city of the Cholas. That is Tanjavur. capital of Cholas. See, dear students, the perennial river Kaveri flows near this beautiful town. Near Tanjavur, the Kaveri river that flows. One hears the bells of the Raja Rajeshwara temple, which was built by King Rajaraja Chola. So in Tanjavur, actually, the Raja Rajeshwara temple, which was built by King Rajaraja Chola. See here, the townspeople are all praised for its architect. So, who was the architect of this? That is Kunjaramallan Rajaraja. Kunjaramallan Rajaraja Perinthuchayan. Perinthuchayan. So, he was actually the architect. Kunjaramallan Rajaraja Perinthuchayan. Kunjaramallan. So, he was actually the architect of Raja Rajeshwara temple. Was that no? Kunjaramallan Rajaraja Perinthachalan. Who was the was the architect of Rajarajeshwara temple. See, he was proudly carved his name on the temple wall of the Rajarajeshwara. Rajarajeshwara temple wall ಮೇಲೆ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಆತ ಬರೆಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ. ಸೊ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೊ ಬೃಹದಾಕಾರದ ಒಂದು ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಸಹ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ the Tanjavur, which was the capital city of Cholas as it was 1,000 years ago. Here the perennial Kaveri river Kaveri flows near this beautiful town. At one hears the bells of the Rajarajeshwara temple was built by King Rajaraja Chola. So here the townspeople are all praised for its architect Kunjaramallan Rajaraja Perinthachayan, who has proudly carved his name on the temple wall. So inside is a massive Shivalinga. Massive Shivalinga. Besides the temple of this, there are palaces with mandapas. Besides the temple of this, there are palaces with mandapas, or which is called as a pavilions. Understood now? So, ವಿಶಾಲವಾದಂತಹ ಮಂಡಪಗಳನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಮಂಟಪಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. Kings hold court in these mandapas. Usually, kings were hold or conducted the court in these mandapas, issuing orders to their subordinates, where they were conducted courts or hold courts in these mandapas, and they were issued orders to their subordinates. So there are also barracks for the army. There are also barracks for the army also these. See, the town is bustling with markets selling grain, spices, cloth and jewelry. Of course, dear students, towns ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ there we can observe even the present days a lot of noise, bustling and so on so thing. Because the people where they are engaged with a different activities, selling, buying grains, things, spices, cloth, jewelry, vegetables, and so on so things. So here also the town is bustling with markets selling grain, spices, cloth, and jewelry. Water supply for the town comes from wells and tanks. How they were received no water for this town? Actually, water supply for the town comes from wells and tanks. The Salia weavers of Tanjavur. The Salia weavers. So, Salia that means actually the weavers community where they were settled in Tanjavur. Understood? The Salia weavers. Salia, that is the community where the people they were engaged in weaving activities. Where the people were engaged in weaving activities. They were actually weavers, the Salia people. So here, the Salia weavers of Tanjavur and the nearby town of the Urayur, so they are busy producing cloth for flags to be used in the temple festivals, and also fine cottons for the king and nobility, and coarse cotton for masses also. So they were all busy with these, the different producers. The Salia weavers of Tanjavur and the nearby town of Urayur. So they were so busy producing cloth for flag to be used in the temples. Actually, we all of you knows that. So in the temple also they were used the different flag, and even the festivals flag, and even the fine cotton for the kings and the nobility, and coarse cotton for coarse means ಒರಟಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಟನ್. So for the masses, and some distance away at Swami Malai, the Stapatis ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ sculptures, Stapatis. So Stapatis ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ sculpture, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಗಳು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. So, some distance away to Swami Malai, the Stapatis or sculptures are making exquisite bronze, beautiful bronze idols and tall ornamental bell, metal lamps also. So, like this, so they were actually the different people, they were engaged in a different kind of activities. Understood, dear students? Now let us discuss about temple towns and pilgrimage centers. Now let us discuss about temple towns and pilgrimage centers. See, Tanjavur is also an example of a temple town. So, just now we studied Tanjavur is one of the administrative center. Understood? Now, let us going to discuss about Tanjavur is also an example of a temple town. Tanjavur is also example for temple town. See, temple towns represent a very important pattern of urbanization. Getting this, students? So, temple town represent a very important pattern of urbanization. Urbanization. ಸೊ ಬಹಳ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಅರ್ಬನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಗರೀಕರಣ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಬೈ ವಿಚ್ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್. ನಗರೀಕರಣ, ಅರ್ಬನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಟೌನ್ಸ್ represent a very important pattern of urbanization. Urbanization means the process by which cities develop. ನಗರಗಳ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ. So temples were often central to the economy and society. Understood now? So temples were often central to the economy and society. Temples were central to the economy and society. Getting these students? So temples were also often central to the economy and society. See, rulers built temples. Already we studied even the previous chapters also. What purpose the rulers they were built temples? Especially to demonstrate their devotion to the various deities and even to demonstrate their military mighty and to demonstrate their power, their wealth. Understood no? So ಹೀಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವರು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳನ್ನ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Whatever it may be, whether the temple, whether the building constructions, even whether the mosque, whether any other kind of the architectural models. So the main why the rulers they were built temples, that is because to demonstrate their devotion to various deities. To demonstrate their devotion to various deities. So they also endowed temples with grants of land and money to carry out elaborate rituals, feed pilgrims and priests, and celebrate festivals. And also, dear students, the rulers they endowed temples with grants of land and money. The grants of land and money to carry out elaborate rituals and even feed pilgrims also. ಯಾತ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೂಲ ಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, pilgrims, priests, and even to celebrate festivals also. So pilgrims who flocked to the temples also made donations. Whoever visiting the pilgrims ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಸೊ ಫ್ಲಾಕ್ ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಡಾಗಿ ಯಾತ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಸಹ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಾದಂತಹ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Getting these students? So pilgrims who flocked to the temples also made donations. See, the temple authorities used their wealth to finance trade and banking. ಸೊ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಅವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ವರ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ used by temple authority to finance trade and banking. To finance trade and banking also. Gradually, a large number of priests, workers, artisans, and traders, so and so people. ಸೊ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆರ್ಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ categories people, they were settled near the temple. ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಟು ಕೇಟರ್ ಟು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಿಲ್ಗ್ರಿಮ್ಸ್, ಟು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಒಂದು ಪಿಲ್ಗ್ರಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅವರ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಬೇಕು ಬೇಡಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು, ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಆರ್ಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಹೀಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಗದ ಜನ ಅವರು ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳ ಸಮೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ವಾಸ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ನೋ? ಟು ಕೇಟರ್ ಟು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ those of the pilgrims, those of the pilgrims. So hige automatically ಏನಾಯಿತು? So there were the different kind of people, those they were settled around temples. Now automatically what happened now? Thus grew temple towns. ಸೊ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳು, ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಟ್ಟಣಗಳು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆದವು. ಗ್ರೀವ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಟೌನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೌನ್ಸ್ ಎಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಆಸ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆಫ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ so which are actually developed or emerged around temples. Those towns are Billa Swamin, this is the name of the town, Billa Swamin. So actually it is Bilsa or Vidisha. Bilsa or Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh, present MP अथवा मध्य प्रदेश. And also Somnath, Somnath that is in present Gujarat state. Understood now? So Billa Swamin, it is a Bilsa or Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh, and Somnath that is in Gujarat, and other important temple towns that including Kanchipuram and Madurai. Kanchipuram and Madurai. So Kanchipuram and Madurai also developed as temple towns, so which are in the present Tamil Nadu. So Kanchipuram and Madurai, so these are in present Tamil Nadu. And also you all know that one of the temple town which is even the present today so famous, that is Tirupati. Tirupati, which is in Andhra Pradesh. Getting dear students, so these are some of the temple towns which are actually emerged during this time, such as Billa Swami, that is Bilsa or Vidisha, which is in Madhya Pradesh, and Somnath, that is in Gujarat, and Kanchipuram and Madurai, so both are in present Tamil Nadu state too, and the famous temple town that is Tirupati, which is in present Andhra Pradesh. Got it, dear students? So regarding this topic, I would like to continue in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.